Good morning. So today I'm going to make one of our favorite holiday breakfasts, and it is a pancake recipe, but I use it as a waffle. I do it as, the cupcake pancake, so it's your choice how you want to do this, but it can be adapted into any of the three that I mentioned. And it is a pumpkin waffle, and the kids have been craving it, so I'm going to show you how I make it. It's really easy. So the first thing you're going to need, of course, is your flour, and I'm going to put all the measurements below in the description box. And I'm using this flour today. I feel like this flour gives it a more creamy taste than the regular white flour, but it's your choice. You can use any flour. And you're going to use some coconut sugar, some white sugar, salt, some cinnamon, baking soda, baking powder. That's the dry ingredients. And then for my wet ingredients, my beautiful, wonderful almond milk, lemon zest and lemon juice, and pumpkin puree. And then in that, we're going to add some ground allspice. And I've made this with the pumpkin spice as well, like pumpkin pie spice too, and it's come out really good. So it's your choice. And then a little bit of ground ginger. And let's get started. So I eyeball my flour, but the recipe calls for 2 cups. So you can I put a little bit more in there. Okay. And then we're going to do 3 tablespoons of baking powder. 3 tablespoons baking powder. Half a teaspoon of baking soda. And just a pinch of salt. And I'm just going to mix this around before I add my sugars. And then for the sugar, it says 2 tablespoons of coconut sugar and 1 tablespoon of white sugar. So now I'm going to add my almond, so that's my waffle maker. I'm going to add my almond milk, and because I eyeballed my flour, I may need to add a little bit more, but the recipe calls for 1.5 cups of almond milk. So that's what I'm going to start out with. And then you're going to need 1 cup of pumpkin puree. And this is where we're going to do our lemon zest, and this really is important because it really adds some delicious flavor to this. Okay, now I'm just going to squeeze half a lemon in there. Okay, I'm going to add my ginger. It says half a teaspoon, so, and then allspice, and I just sprinkle it in there. A little bit of cinnamon, and we're going to mix it together. So now I'm going to add the wet to the dry. Now this recipe came from a non-vegan chef on YouTube. Before I became vegan, I cooked it with, I made this recipe with eggs and butter and all that stuff. But I modified it, and it actually tastes better without all that horrible stuff. So obviously I need to add more milk. So I'm just gonna pour in the milk, the almond milk, until it's the consistency that I want it to be. Okay, so this is what the consistency should look like. Pancake batter. And as I said, you can make this into pancakes, and that's how I originally started out. But today we're making waffles. So that's what it should look like. And we're gonna go to my waffle maker, and I'm just gonna spray it a little bit with some coconut oil spray. Okay, and we'll see what they look like in a few minutes. Okay, so we're gonna see what happened. Oh, there it is. Get it off. There we go. Oh, that looks good. Okay, here it is. Pumpkin waffle and just a little maple syrup on top. You can even put some pepitas sprinkled on top, and it's just beautiful. Thanks for watching.